foremost, I don't know why this always happens when people are trying to get me, but they always try to get me by showing me a clip of myself as if I'm going to be startled by what I said. I mean, it's like, I know, guys, I know I said it because it was me that said it. And so Don Lemon did this. He showed this old clip of me talking about how we have allowed the English language to be maneuvered by perverts. And I was speaking about the word faggot, meaning a bundle of sticks, because that is what it meant when I was reading Virginia Woolf. And then suddenly a button got pressed and they said, no, now people are using it to talk about homosexuals and you can no longer say that. And I said that we should not do that. We should not allow perverts dictate language. And then bizarrely, Don Lemon then tried to ask me if I wanted to call him the F word. Take a listen.
So the word you said was right?
Yeah.
Is that exactly the word? So what did you mean by that? You think it's okay to say the word, to call people a to their face?
No, actually, I said words have meaning. And so when you start allowing the perverts to dictate speech, then words just have to go away. And as I said in that clip, when I was growing up and I was reading English novels, when people say you're walking through the woods to get a faggot, it meant a bundle of sticks. And then they said you can no longer say this word that has a real meaning, right? A bundle of sticks, because some pervert took that and threw it as an epithet towards gay people. I think that's actually, that's a wrong way of thinking, because then what you're doing is you're allowing perverts to dictate society. So I don't like the death of the English language because people are getting offended. So that's like, I could pick any word. I could say, plant. And from now on, every time I see a gay guy, I'm going to be like, he's a total plant. And then eventually they say you can't say plant anymore. It's like, no, this is a real word that has meaning. Attack the person who's perverting the word, but you don't suddenly disappear a word and you say you can no longer say it, or you can no longer read these Virginia Woolf novels because the word has been perverted. I think that's a backwards way of thinking.
You read Virginia Woolf novels, and the only people I know who are trying to ban books, Virginia Woolf, and other books that even say the N-word, I mean, it's conservatives. That's who's trying to do it. I don't think that you should be banning books. But I do know, Candace, that language evolves over time. And when people say that word to me, they're not calling me a cigarette.
Obviously, that's the point. It has a context. So if you want to punish that person because they're saying that offensively, that, if you feel that this person, but it's not fair to then say to everybody else who's not using that word, this word has now been banned. I just think that's ridiculous, Yeah. That's my point.
Yeah.
I don't think that you can suddenly say, go backwards and delete words that had real meaning because someone has perverted it, because then it never stops. It just becomes constantly having to update the language for people's feelings. I don't think that we should be doing that.
So you would never call me a in my face, right?
But there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the usage of the N-word in this movie, and
no, nobody, none. The word would be.
Oh, I don't want to say it.
Why not?
I don't like to say it.
Have you ever said it?
No, sir.
Try it.
So you would never call me a in my face, right?
Well, why would I just randomly call you a
So say it. Say what? Say the word you want to say.
I don't like to say it.
Try it.
Really? Seriously?
We're not going to have this conversation unless you say it.
So you would never call me a in my face, right?
Well, why would I just randomly call you a
have you ever
seen the Louis C.K. skit on? Have you ever seen the Louis C.K. skit on?
I'm not saying that I want to say it. I'm just saying that I can. So you can. Say it. Say it right now. I will say it with you.
Okay, this is hypocritical. You know we can't.
You want to move on to another question?
Okay. Awesome. I don't want to say it.
Come on.
Will you say it?
No. That's not the same thing.
Have you ever seen the Louis C.K. skit on?
No, I like Louis C.K., but I don't think I've ever seen
you
a
should watch it.
Yeah. No, but you would never call like a gay person that to their face.
That seems like an absurd, why? No, of course, I'm not just going around. I'm a 35-year-old mother. I don't go around being like, hey, you're a that's just like, I'm not 18 years old. Like, I'm not going around calling people names, period. I wouldn't go up to a fat person and call them names. I wouldn't call it's just like it's an absurd thing to be going around pointing and calling people names because I don't like them. No. So the answer is no, I would not.
Do you use the N-word?
No, I don't. Still not entirely clear on what point he was trying to make there or why he kept trying to goad me into saying that I would call him the F word. He then later on asks me if I'm a homophobe. He asks me if I have any gay friends. It just got weird.
What do you think about same-sex marriage?
It's a sin.
You think it's a sin? So you think I'm sinful?
What's that?
You think I'm sinful because I'm married to a man?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes, you're sinning. You are in a sinful relationship. I actually don't believe marriage can be between two men.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Hey, these people are through. These people are abominable. They are abominable. But let me start off before I get into these beautiful scriptures. Let me start off by saying all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Ha, Kodash, and double honors to the men that have been laboring in this truth, whom Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah have established and set up to teach and preach the true doctrine, right? Because that's what it's about. It's about us being taught the true doctrine so that we can do what? Walk in righteousness. Right? Shalom. And to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom to you, Bayat HaDawada. And to Zaakim and Akwat that's out there repenting. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans whose fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob, Yasha Allah. Shalom to you, Mashpakah. This Shahakarab coming at you with another one. And we're going to try to run through this fairly quick because I don't want to take up your time. But let's go into it because you saw that clip right there. Abominable. See? But let me open up with this one, though. Hey, these people is through, man. These people is through. They looking sick. They looking through. They looking like they need to perish. They looking like they on the verge of perishing. Hey, just finish. Damn sodomites and all this shit. This Babylon is finished, man. And these people, they don't think what they doing is wrong. They don't think it's wrong. You go ask that sister. Well, you go ask her, and she's a wicked ass broad anyway, because she an Edomite lover. See, but you go ask her and say that, do you think I'm a sinful? What the hell you think? See, they don't think anything wrong with what they doing. See, because they're wicked. A wicked person don't think that the wickedness that they doing is anything wrong with it. They think what they doing is right. And it ain't good. But let's read this. Isaiah 5:20. Woe. And what do woe mean? It means destruction. Destruction unto them that call evil good and good evil. That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. He says destruction unto them. If you think these abominable things that you doing, that ain't nothing wrong with it, it's fine. See? That's why they all gonna get burnt up here in Babylon the Great. Because Babylon the Great has promoted iniquity throughout the whole earth. See? It has established unrighteous decrees. All kinds of stuff came up with it's just a place of confusion. That's why it's called Babylon the Great. See? A place of great confusion. And this is the place of great confusion. Where you got these guys, these freak shows walking up and down the street, talking about they women. Like the one Edomite that went into the store and he bought something and he had on a pink shirt and some blue jeans and pink shoes, looking like some damn weirdo. And he bought something and the guy and he said, all right, thanks a lot, sir. And this motherfucker lost his damn mind. Started tearing up everything in the damn store because the motherfucker called him sir. And the individual, the person, the cashier didn't want to say to him, ma'am. Why am I call you a motherfucking ma'am and you a damn dude? No, you gonna call me ma'am. These people are through here, man. And start turning over the chip racks, shoving everything off the top of the counter of the store, and just tearing up shit. Like what? Because you a weirdo? And now those abominable things there is acceptable here in Babylon, the place of great confusion. Because that's what this place is. Don't make no sense, man. Don't make no sense. Well, let's go read a few of these. Let's get this. Psalms 5 and verse 5. Hey, man, and when we see stuff like that, man, we get vexed. And I'm going to get that too. We get vexed just like Lot. Lot was considered as the elect in that time. You know, hey, the Most High gave him the why, which we'll get that one, but let me just move on. Right? Psalms 5 and verse 5. You know, matter of fact, let's start at 4. Why not? Psalms 5 and 4. For thou art not a power, Yahweh, that had pleasure in wickedness. Neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. So that individual that you saw right there, the Most High hate that individual. See, we can care less if he's our people. Hey, repent and turn to the Most High. You know they not going to do that. See, you know they're not going to do that. See, and we don't take pleasure in the destruction of our people. But hey, we with the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and if that's what he's going to do, hey, we behind him 100%. See? Well, we don't take pleasure in our people that's repenting. Now the wicked, hey, you gotta go. You gotta go. But those of our people that seeking after Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, hey man, we don't take pleasure in wanting you to be destroyed. We hope that you repent and serve your power. Right? But what it says, Psalms 5:5, the foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. And that's what he do. He hate all workers of iniquity. But they'll read these Edomites and say, no, God, he don't hate the sin, because you heard that weirdo. The weirdo had the audacity to say, so I'm a sinful man. Yeah, you're a sinful sodomite. Yeah, you is. See? Had the audacity to be sitting up talking to that female or talking to that sister, asking her, so do you think you offended over a word? Shouldn't you be offended not over a word? You should be offended with your lifestyle. You should be offended with your manner of life, your conduct. That's what you should be offended in, not a word. But you see the confusion of these people? In the place of great confusion, they will get offended off of a word that they're being called over their actions that's suitable for that particular word. See, that's why that word was applied to them when two men is doing a thing. You see why you think it was called? It's called a bundle of sticks. But why you think it was called? Because men got sticks. And you putting those two sticks together, that's considered as a bundle of sticks. So that's why that word was applied to them. See? So how would you get offended over the word when you should get offended with that life that you're living? Being like that. But see, the wicked don't see, they don't see that they're doing wickedness. They don't acknowledge it for wickedness. They think it's fine and it's good. See, but let's go here though. Let's get that Sirach. Because the Edomites say, no, God, no, he don't hate the sinner, he hates the sin. What? That don't make no sense. How do he hate the sin, but he don't hate the sinner? What did that just say? The Most High hates all workers of iniquity. A worker is something that's doing the thing. You're doing that abominable, sinful thing. And the Most High hates your ass. Let's get it. Slakia. Let's go to it. Sirach 12 and verse 6. Sirach 12 and verse 6. And what does it say? You know, let's read 5 first. Let's see. It says, Sirach 12 and 5. Do well unto him that is lowly, and get, you know what? No. Let's just get straight to the point. Nope. Sirach 12 and 6. For the Most High hated sinners. What? For Yahweh hated sinners. And will what? And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. You see. And that day can come before the day of judgment or during the day of judgment, on the day of judgment. See, they're going to receive their judgment before or on the day of judgment. So what it say? For Yahweh hated sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and do what? And will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. Showing you that they are going to get punished for that life, for living that way. See? Let's grab this. And how does the Most High feel about that? Let's grab it. Let's get 13. Now, matter of fact, let's start up. Let's read a little bit. Sirach 15 and 10. For praise shall be uttered in wisdom, and the Lord will prosper it. Verse 11. Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away, for thou oughtest not to do the things that he hated. Wait, let's read that again. Sirach 15 and 11. Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away. Huh? It ain't through the Lord that you fell away. What it says, don't say it. Don't say that the Most High caused you to fall away. No. It is through the Lord that I fell away. For thou oughtest not to do the things that he hate. Verse 12. Say not thou, he had caused me to err, for he had no need of the sinful man. Verse 13. The Lord hated all abomination, and they that fear Yahweh love it not. And we hate the abominations too. See? We just like Lot in the midst of this place of great confusion. We crying and sighing for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. You see? We just like Lot, vexed with this. This stuff ain't even around you. It's around you, but it's not around you. We just see it and it vexes us. Why people can't be normal? See? The same thing they was doing before the flood, being wicked and being wicked like that. And guess what? You back to doing it again to receive your second judgment. You received the first by drowning by water. Now you're going to receive this scorching fire. See? But let's go some more. The Most High said what it says. For Yahweh hateth all. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai hateth all abomination. And they that fear Yahweh love it not. Let's go grab it. Let's get that abomination, right? The individual talking about, I'm a sinful man. Man, your ass is a complete fucking weirdo. Shit. Leviticus 18. And let's go down to it. 22. Straight to the point. Straight to the point. And what it says. Leviticus 18 and 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. How the Most High feel about abominations? He hate them. So if you committing that abomination, how do he feel about you? He hates you. And he's going to destroy you. The men of our nation that's like that, and the women of our nation that's like that, you're going to be destroyed. Because I ain't going to even say, if you repent, they not going to repent. They not going to repent. I know better than that. They not going to repent. See? How you going to repent from that? Living a life of doing that and getting that done to you, and then now all of a sudden you want to go to the normal side. That ain't going to happen. See? Most High gave them over to that. See? So they can be destroyed. He gave them over to that. Let's get 20. 20. Leviticus 20 and 13. And it says what? If a man also lie with mankind, as he lies with a woman, that's disgusting. Both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to what? You see it. D-E-A-T-H. You see it. Their blood shall be upon them, meaning ain't nobody gonna get punished. When they get punished, however the Most High punished them, that person that's gonna punish them, they shouldn't be. Ain't no put it like this, repercussions on that judgment. Ain't nothing going to happen to you because you carried that judgment out upon them. See? Because they was worthy of that. See? Period. Let's get this other one real quick. I got a couple minutes. Let's get this other one. Let's get it. Let's go to Romans. Why not? Because these scriptures is repetitive. But the problem with our people is they want to hear something different. You ain't going to hear nothing different. You gonna hear these things over and over and over again, so your memory can be strong for remembering these things. See, so because the word of the Most High is supposed to govern you in life. It's supposed to guide you Israelites down that path of righteousness. This is why these same things are supposed to be repeated to you over and over and over. You ain't supposed to say something different. If you speaking the true doctrine, keep speaking the true doctrine. Don't change things up. See? Keep saying the same things over and over and over. Let it become a broken song to these people. See? But let's get it. Romans 1, and we're going to start at 24. Wherefore, Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Why? Because he's setting them up for judgment. That's why. Just to wrap it up, in one book, he's setting them up for judgment. That's it. Who changed the truth of Yahweh to a lie and worship to serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever, Amen. Our people did that. Our people was worshiping and serving the creatures more than they were serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. See? 126. For this cause, Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Right? And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning in their lust one towards another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of the error which was met. And what is that recompense of the error which was met? Let's go down and get it. Let's go down and get it. Let's go down and get it. This is the recompense of the error which was met. Who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of, you see it? DEATH. You see it? Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So not only the people that's going to get judgment that do those things, also the other people that take pleasure in those people that do those things. And you know right here in Babylon, the place of great confusion, in America, the place of great confusion, you know these people take pleasure in it. They just got through doing it. See? You're lucky we wasn't in our land. You're lucky this wasn't the kingdom. Because if you was doing that, we'd surround the whole city and do away with everybody in it. Everybody in it. Everybody that would have been participating in that thing, the Most High have all y'all laid out. It'll be bodies everywhere. And that would have been a righteous judgment. See? But let's go grab a few more, right? Let's go grab a few more. You know? Hey, man. Because, hey, the Most High hear our cries. I guarantee you that. He hear our cries, man. He hear our moaning and our groaning and our gripe in this place, man. But let's grab this one. Ezekiel 9 and 4. And I'm reading this for a reason. Because why? This is what we're doing. Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Yasharallah, and set a mark upon the what? And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry. What? What are you doing? He's setting a mark of them, and that mark is not the karagma. That mark is the Tawah. Meaning what? Those that the angels know who you are. They know exactly whatever particular Israelite that the Most High gave you that Tawah, that you're not going to receive the judgment of this place destruction. The angels already know who you are. It's like a light, it's like a beacon that's going to be on you. Your light is going to be pulsating. Everybody else is going to be in darkness. Your light is going to be pulsating for them to know, hey, get him, get her, get him, get her. You're going to be redeemed. You that sighing and crying for all the abominations that be done in the midst of this place. Everybody else that ain't sighing and crying for all the abominations, you don't have a problem, you taking pleasure in that, hey, you ain't getting a Tawah. You're not going to be exempted from judgment. And set a mark upon the foreheads of the men, and also it's also sisters too. They're going to have that Tawah too. That's crying and sighing for all the abominations that be done in the midst of this place. that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, right? But let me go back. I want to go down to it, right? Because what was Lot doing? What was Lot doing? He was crying. He received that Dawah. He was crying for all the abominations that was done in the midst where he was at. See? Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. Let's go here. 2 Peter. 2 Peter. Chapter 2. And we'll start at 6. 2 Peter 2 and 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. And that's the same thing that's going to be done with Babylon the Great. This place of great confusion. That's what's going to be done. This place is going to be turned to ashes. Everything going. And it says what? And Gomorrah into ashes. Condemned them with an overthrow. Making them an example unto those that should after, unto those that after should live ungodly. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And he ain't talking about the conversation of talk. It's talking about their actions. Right? As a matter of fact, let me punch that up real quick. Right? He was vexed with the filthy conversation of these wicked people. Right? Let's go to it real quick. I'm going to punch it up. And it says what? Let's get that vexed right quick. I'm going to read it. It says vexed. What's that? Katapanio? Let's see what how it say.
Strong's G 2669. Katapaneo. Katapaneo.
Katapaneo. And it says what? Meaning pertaining to vexed. It says to tear down with toil, exhaust with labor, to afflict or oppress with evils, to make trouble for, to treat roughly. It says oppress, vex. Strong's definition. Katapaneo. And from and a derivative of to labor down, i.e. wear with toil. Figuratively harass, oppress. So what was he doing? He was basically crying, making supplication to Yahweh for that. Matter of fact, let's read it. Let's read that. Right? Before I continue, let's go to it real quick and show that Lot was crying for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Let's go to it real quick. Let's go to Genesis. Just a couple more. Genesis, the 18th chapter. And let's see that Lot was crying against that place. Genesis 18, let me see. I started 16. Genesis 18 and 16. And the men rose up from there and looked towards Sodom, and Abraham bring them on the way. And the Lord said, shall I hide from Abraham the thing which I do? Seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him, Israelites. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord Yahweh, to do justice and judgment, that the Lord Yahweh may bring upon Abraham that which he has spoken of him. Verse 20. And the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great. Who you think was crying? Who you think was crying and sighing for all the abominations that was being done in that place? The same one that received the Dawah. And the same thing that we hope to receive when Yahweh Shai come to destroy this place. And everywhere else. See? And it says what? And the Lord said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous. See? So that individual on there, he don't think nothing wrong with that thing. That's a very grievous thing that you're doing. That's a very grievous life that you're living and been living. Genesis 18 to 21. I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it, which is come up, Slakia, which is come unto me. And if not, I will know. Wait a minute. He said the cry which has come unto him. Who was crying and sighing and making supplication to Yahweh concerning the abominations that was done there? Lot. Lot was. See, he was crying for all. He was crying. See, and you know what the Most High did to the place? He got him out of there. Hey, he got that Dawah. Get him out of there. He exempted from that judgment. Get him out of there, and everybody else go be through. Everybody. So let's go back to it. Let's go back to 2 Peter. Let's go back to it. 2 Peter, chapter 2, and let's continue. Right? 2 Peter 2 and verse 7. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. You see that? And he did what? Delivered Lot, was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them in sin and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. You see that? So Lot was crying every day when he saw those people. When he saw these people in our time now, you looking at them, you'll see them on TV. It'll vex you. You'll be like, man, I'd be glad when Yahweh send Yahweh try to come destroy this place, man. See, this is the same thing Lot was doing. He was crying and sighing for all the abominations that be done, and that's what we doing. And all these people go finally receive the judgment that they're worthy to receive. And I'm going to end it off there. All praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat Shem Rakah HaKudash. Shalom, Yasharala.